Hi there, good afternoon. Here we are yet again for another curve flattening concert. I suppose it's number 714. And I see the Steves are here, Steve Walker and Steve Edelman and Bob McKenna and Bunny Barnes. So 3 out of 4 of these guys are doing a concert later this week, an online concert. And Johnson Hogg is here from France. Let me get my stuff in a row here. People are starting to show up. Deb Levy Clark down there in Ambler, Ken Nashif up in the Seattle area, David Arthur Radcliffe in the UK. Mel Green up there in Massachusetts, Boston area. Very cosmopolitan group, a very peripatetic group as well. You can go look that up after the concert's over. And it is it's a wild day here now. It started out kind of calm, and it's not that cold, but high winds. We may lose power. If I disappear suddenly, I lost power earlier for just a minute, but if I disappear suddenly, then go back to my profile page and I will restart. And we'll hope that doesn't happen, but in case it does. And folks are starting to show up here. Bob McKenna is always here. S.A. Tudhope, Shirley, good to see you, and Linda Worcester, and Keith Shaw, and Kathy Marzik. And so I will clink with you. I have my clinkophonic mug. Sometimes I only have water in it, but today I have coffee. So this is, if you can read that, then you know where you are. Clink. I always prefer to have coffee, but sometimes I OD on coffee and I can't have any more. In those cases, I will often just have water. So we clonked. I see that Rhonda Scott Merrick is here and Connie Adams in Santa Barbara. And Connie, it's raining here too. It must be the same system. Not. And Warren and Janelle and like that. So we will soldier on. I'm gonna show you a Charlie picture. This is very recent, like about 5 minutes ago. This is Charlie flopped out, and that's the mic stand that he's flopped up against. And then his little VW microbus is down below his foot, and his Nylabone chewable is down below his front leg there. He chews on that when he gets nervous, and he often gets nervous when I'm doing a live stream. So we'll just ditch him and have a little bit of music. I'm starting out with a song by my good friend Cozy Sheridan. I hope you got to watch her show yesterday. She's out there in Moab all by herself because Ski Boy is off skiing, and so she has to do the show all alone, which she's not all that crazy about. I don't mind doing a show alone myself. Bruce McNeil is here, and I already said hi to Kathy Marzik, and there we go. So this is from Cozy Sheridan, Woody Guthrie, Watch Over Me. Well, November is falling, I'm driving through the dark. I know each night you cannot be strong, and I'm on my way to the next church basement. I got coffee, got a map and a song, and as I ramble around the highway, Woody Guthrie, watch over me. All I know is how to go from town to town and hope the peaches fall down from the trees. Would he watch over me? Now I have a few songs and miles of memories of how most lives are not beyond repair. And there are ways the world is broken, but I can say for certain that most people are good most everywhere. And as I ramble around the highways, Woody Guthrie, watch over me. All I know is how to go from town to town and hope the peaches fall down from the tree. Would he watch over me? I'm on my way to the next part of nowhere, and I'm looking for the center and the light. You know, my mama hoped that I'd be someone of renown, but I'm driving to a new town each night. And as I ramble around the highway, Woody Guthrie, watch over me. All I know is how to go from town to town and hope the peaches fall down from the tree. Would he watch over me? Would he watch over me? Woody Guthrie, Watch Over Me, by the estimable Cozy Sheridan. So I see Donna Zach Beale has stopped in, and everybody else is just, Charlotte Cantrell is happy to be here. Carol Pred, hey Carol, and Robin Gray, good to see you, and Kit Serikaku. And I think that's everybody so far. So next song is an original, and I'll see if I haven't sung it in a while. I'll see if I remember all the words. Hear those birds a-singin', see those leafy trees, smell the new-mown grass at dawn, feel the morning breeze. Turn on all your senses, ain't that sky so blue? Get out into nature, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I went out to the park and I sat down in the grass. I was remembering that Beatle who wrote All Things Must Pass. And I thought about enlightenment and how I'd see it through. You know, I'm getting near my sell-by date. There'd be a lot for me to do. I want to hear what can't be heard, want to see what can't be seen. I want to travel the cosmos in a yellow submarine. I want to learn the songs of birds and go with them as they fly. I want to spend more time outside, 'cause time is passing by. asked a friend on his deathbed what he'd regret when he died. He said he wished he'd had more women and that he'd spent more time outside. Now I don't care about the women, well, maybe just a few, but I plan to spend more time outside. That at least is true. I want to hear what can't be heard, want to see what can't be seen. I want to travel the cosmos in a yellow submarine. I want to learn the songs of birds and go with them as they fly. I want to spend more time outside, 'cause time is passing by. Spend more time outside. But not right now. You can maybe you can hear the rain hitting my window outside. It's coming down pretty good at the moment. So it is announcement time, and as I've been saying recently, I am going to be teaching at Steve Kaufman's camp in Maryville, Tennessee, June 8th through the 14th, at Sam W. up in New Hampshire, and near Moultonboro, New Hampshire, on July 13th and 19th. We do have a guitar workshop scheduled for March 15th right here in Philly, but right now it's not looking like we're going to have enough people to do it. They have until Saturday to sign up, so it'll just mean I get to spend the day at home instead of going into Philly and teaching a guitar workshop. Charlie will be pleased. He likes it when I stay home. And like that, let me do a little catching up here. I see that Dave Mason is here, and see if anybody else dropped in. I think I got everybody. Ellen O'Brien. Hi, Ellen. Okay, we're just humming along here. So there are invisibles here, as always, and they may include Mario Prue and Joel Biget and George Young down there in Winter Garden, Florida. George and I have been communicating with each other. And Judith Fox in Reston, Virginia, if I remember correctly. There is a PayPal link, as always, if you'd like to contribute to the Charlie the Dog Maintenance Fund. And then there's the guitar for today. The guitar for today is, once again, this is getting boring, isn't it? It's not a Martin. It is a Pre-War Guitars Company 0028. And let me see here. Lori Payne is here. Hi, Lori. The schedule, as such as it is that I am on now. Steve Walker will be doing a concert tonight at 7 p.m. You can find his Facebook page. It's pretty easy to spell, Steve Walker. Thursday night, I believe Helen Avakian and David Irwin, who are both excellent musicians, will be doing their show from Madison, Wisconsin. You go to Helen Avakian's page to find that one, and it's at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central. On Friday, Slim Edelman will be doing a continuation of his Train show, and that'll be at 3:30 Eastern Time. And Bunny will be doing it used to be a twofer, then it became a threefer. I think it's a kind of fourfer, which is a kind of weird sounding thing now, at 4 p.m., a fourfer at 4. And then on Saturday, Warren Bendler will be doing his show at 3 p.m. So a lot of good music coming up. I forgot to turn off the kettle, so you may hear a little kettle reboiling happening. I'm not going to get up now and go turn it off. So next up, this is the instrumental for today, and it is by my late friend and Charlotte Cantrell's former school classmate, Steve Mann, amazing West Coast guitarist who's sadly no longer with us. And I think this might have been the first thing I heard by him before I heard all the great bluesy stuff. And it is called Holly. Holly by Steve Mann. And Charlotte wrote, "It's great how you honor Steve Mann." You know, he was just one of a kind, and I dreamed when I'd heard his music and I knew that he had disappeared, and the story was nobody knew whether he was alive or not, and he'd been in and out of halfway houses, and I just thought, you know, if I could meet that guy, that would be the greatest thing in the world. And then, you know, just through the hand of fate, I found out that he had reemerged, and my buddy Chris Reitz, who worked for Elderly Instruments, was their record buyer and heard a record with a couple cuts by Steve on it. And I went out there to California, and with the help of Janet Smith, who was looking after Steve at that time, I was able to hang out with him, and we did a gig together, and then I came back a couple of years later with Jan, and she got to meet him. It was a very special thing for me. I think for him it was just one more of the many acolytes who trooped through. You know, I know Elijah Wald went out there to meet him, and Andy Cohen went out to meet him, and Frank Fatuski went out to meet him, and Duck Baker went out to see him. So he was not, you know, he was not totally ignored in his later years. But for me, it was a very special thing, really. And I still have. We played chess together. He was a really good chess player. We played 3 games. I drew him once. You know, we what's it called? Stalemated. And the other 2, he kicked my butt. And he gave me that, and he knew that I had been originally from a Jewish family, so he gave me a little dreidel. And I still have them, a little travel chess set that's made out of vinyl, and opens up. And that dreidel are prized possessions along with a signed CD. So, and he also, we were driving around in Oakland, and he said, "Hey, I got something for you guys." Jan and I were in the front of the car, and he was in the back. And he said, "I got the." He was really excited, and it was a joint. And we at that time, like we weren't like teetotalers or anything, but we were like, we're traveling. I don't want to get caught with dope on me when I get on the airplane. So we said, "Thanks, Steve, but I think you better hang on to that yourself." So I have one more tune for you today, and this is an interesting song, and it's really relevant right at the moment. It is written by a British former punk rocker who kind of turned into a folk artist named Frank Turner, and a really interesting character. I kind of came upon him when I was doing a lot of songwriting. I was looking for books about songwriting, and he had written a kind of memoir about writing songs. And I read it, and then I heard some of his music. I really liked it, and this song particularly jumped out at me. It's called "Be More Kind," and it couldn't be more relevant at the moment, History's been leaning on me lately, and I feel the future breathing down my neck. And all the things I thought were true when I was young and you were too turned out to be broken, and I don't know what comes next. In a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind, be more kind, my friends. Try to be more kind. They've started raising walls around the world now, like hackles raised upon a cornered cat. On the borders and in our heads, between things that can and can't be said, we've stopped talking to each other. There's something wrong with that. So before you go out searching, don't decide what you will find. Be more kind, my friends. Try to be more kind. You should know you're not alone, and the trouble comes and trouble goes. How this ends, no one knows. So hold on tight when the wind blows. Wind blew both of us to sand and sea, and where the dry land stands is hard to say. As the current drags us by the shore, we can no longer say for sure who's drowning or if they can't be saved. But when you're out there floundering, like a lighthouse I will shine. Be more kind, my friends. try to be more kind, like a beacon reaching out to you and yours from me and mine. Be more kind, my friends, try and be more kind. In a world that has decided that it's going to lose its mind, be more kind, my friends, try to be more kind. Be happy, be healthy, be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap, and if you get cranky, take a nap. I've been thinking of another mantra that I'm using sometimes when I'm filled with anxiety about the political situation, let's just put it. I just remind myself, I've got a roof over my head, I've got food to eat, got a dog to keep me company. I don't know what the future's going to bring, but I'm going to try and live in the moment. Not let that orange motherfucker rule my life. Hope to see you guys on Sunday. Did I mention that I'll be back on Sunday after I told you Warren will be here on Saturday? So have a good day, a damp day for those of you here. I saw my friend Jessica D'Angelo stop in. She is the queen of yoga in Sellersville, Percy. And thanks for stopping in, Jess. And Stephen Salmon is here. And Judy Wong, I think I said hi to. And see if there's anybody else who I missed before I say goodbye. It looks like it's the usual suspects. Michael Miller is here from North Carolina. And that's it. Okay, much love to you all, and I will hope to see you again on Sunday at 10:30. Bye-bye.